Hi everyone, this is Chris. Hope you're going well. I just thought I'd make another video about hope because I believe the lack of hope is a serious problem in our world, right? So first of all, I'll go through a few reasons why I think many are feeling hopeless. And second of all, I'll let you know the reason why my hope doesn't ever die, right? So everybody goes through suffering, right? In various ways, in varying degrees. And that's even clearer these days when there's such a feeling of hopelessness that permeates our culture. Right? I like to talk about the TV news, and please know I'm not against anyone who's on TV. I'm not against TV reporters. God bless them. I want the best. I'm not judging them. I'm not condemning them. I've got no problem with them, right? But what I have a problem with is the TV news. Now you might think, what's with that, right? But just hear me out on this, okay? I don't watch the TV news myself, but I have to listen to it, right? I really dislike it. I really dislike the TV news. But like many things in my life, I can't do much about it, right? And that's fine. Life isn't about me. It doesn't have to be. That's that's actually a really good thing. I'm actually glad life's not about me. That's pretty cool, right? Right. So everybody has free will. So I respect the fact that I have to listen to this, right? But what I hear from the TV news is a constant barrage of negativity, right? So many negative things reported on. I think most of the news, that at least here, is quite negative. The stuff on TV is quite negative, right? And actually, very troubling news, such as murders. And it gets too much sometimes for me, right? But my point is that I tend to question where this, as I said, this constant barrage of negativity really has a good impact on people, right? I question where this negativity can really help someone. I personally feel the fruits of this constant negativity that a lot of people take in. I think these fruits are basically that people become suspicious, they feel depressed, and they feel hopeless, right? Why do I think this? It might sound like I'm going over the top, right? Maybe, I'm not sure, right? But the news shows us problems that we can't solve or we can't easily solve, right? It shows us, for example, how many people can stop a murder that's already happened? How many people can do something about that? There may be someone who can. That's great, but the people at home, they're hearing all this stuff about murders going on, and they're thinking to themselves, that's terrible, and everyone probably hopefully says it's terrible. But what can they do about it? Not a lot, right? I'll be honest, I can't do much about these things. I sort of think that most people can't. As I said, the news shows us problems we can't solve easily or can't solve at all, right? And I think that sort of brings about hopelessness. It sort of brings about we can't do much about this. What are we supposed to do about it, right? So, how many people can stop a plane that's already crashed? Nobody. You can't go back in time. It's happened. It's reported on, and it's a negative thing, and we can't do a lot about it, right? So, and how many people can stop someone's negative attitude? We can't change anyone, right? We can only change ourselves, right? And the fact is, many people I know watch the TV news. And I see some of them become quite desensitized and, much more than me because I don't watch it and I try to avoid it, right? And so when these things happen, that they hear about these murders, they don't really react as much as I do. And I have a bit of a problem with that. I'm kind of wondering, what's going on with this? I'm not really feeling anywhere near what they feel, right? They're feeling kind of like, that's terrible, that's it. For me, it seems like that's shocking. And it's like an extreme reaction that I have because I don't watch it much. And I kind of question this whole issue of desensitization and how much good that's actually doing, right? Kind of a bit skeptical of this, right? So it has more impact on me than it has on someone else. And so people can discuss this. I'm just raising this issue that I think this is a bit of a strange thing about this desensitization, right? But then the TV news isn't the worst thing in the world. I don't think it's the worst. I don't think it's absolutely the worst thing. No way. But my point is, I believe it's one of the broadcasters of hopelessness. Right? Now hear me out in this, okay? Now, what can we do about this negativity? What can we do about this problem of having so much negativity? Well, I would suggest that we be careful not to let too much negativity into our lives. Right? Now, whether it be from ourselves, information from others, let's make sure we don't take in too much negativity. And let's make sure this negativity doesn't get us down, right? Let's keep the balance. And if possible, I would suggest that we be optimistic, right? Because optimism helps our physical health, helps our psychological health, and actually optimism actually helps all the people around us. Because if we're being positive, then nobody's getting going down and down and down in the dumps, feeling really negative. We get to sort of help other people be more positive, and that helps everyone. I think optimism helps everyone. I think it's clear from that, right? Right? And what is the best answer to this hopelessness? I'll give you my view, right? One thing is clear. We need a firm foundation for hope, right? I'll just share something I wrote a while ago, right? In a world where hopelessness is broadcast by many, we are called to be beacons of hope. In a world where coldness is apparent, we are called to show warmth. In a world that knows suffering, we are called to be instruments of healing. Why do I have hope that doesn't die? Why do I keep trying to show warmth no matter how much I get hurt? Why do I try to help others heal when I myself am broken? Right, I'm broken, right? Because my God is my hope. He is my warmth. He brings me healing. That no matter how hard my life may become, He never leaves me. I rely not on the ways of the world or things in my life to give me hope. I rely not on the ways of the world to inspire me. My inspiration is from the one who knows me the best. Yes, my inspiration is the one who has never abandoned me. Even in my darkest suffering, even in my weakest moments. Although I am well acquainted with suffering, I'm still happy to be a follower of Christ, because He gives me strength to continue to show love no matter what. Okay, that may sound easier said than done, but if you'd like to know more about love and about hope, you can read the scriptures, right? They read the Bible, right? The Bible has a lot of wisdom in it, and even if someone doesn't believe, they can still gain a lot from reading it, right? For example, the book of Proverbs is full of wisdom. I wasn't always a Christian. In the real sense of the word, I may have been baptized, but I wasn't a Christian, I'll be honest. At least I wasn't, I'll be honest, right? But although it's clear, and also really great that the world doesn't revolve around me, that's fantastic. That's great. I'm actually really happy about that, right? But I've found many positive results from being a Christian. I have a firm foundation for hope. I'm far more patient, far more loving, far more happy, a far better person, and far more hopeful, right? I've come to realize that I really need to learn a lot about life. But I do know one thing for certain. We cannot rely completely on human beings, because all people fail us. We can only rely completely on God, because He changes not. Hebrews 13:8, Malachi 3:6, and He is love. 1 John 4:8. He is love, and He doesn't change. Sounds like a pretty good combination to me. May God bless you. Hope you have a great day, and that you find hope. I hope you find hope. Thank you.